Hey everyone, welcome to High Heels and Hay Bales, the podcast where polished meets practical, legal meets lifestyle, and debt meets dirt.
I'm Kristen, your resident farm lady, keeping it real about motherhood, homesteading, and the funny side of figuring out life.
And I'm Adrienne, aka the Ladylike Lawyer. I'm here to help you make sense of money, debt, and the legal stuff without boring you to tears.
So kick off your boots or heels and let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Well, here we are, Kristen. We are back for yet another podcast. We are sticking with this. I'm pretty proud of us.
We are doing really well. Even when there's challenges, we're still like making plans. Like, how did two ADHD busy women do this? We're doing it.
We sure are. We've been talking recently about, how our ADHD really plays into the chaos that we have to deal with on a regular basis. And I think we're just going to call this episode, this is why we cannot have nice things. Mm-hmm. How about we just call the episode, this is why we can't have nice things.
I mean, I'm a walking example of why we can't have nice things. I mean, right now, this should be a nice, quiet episode. There's turkeys screaming in my kitchen. Baby turkeys. They just want love. But I don't want to hear them. And that's why I removed them from this room. But we can still hear them. That's why we can't have nice things.
Oh my gosh. We cannot have any nice things. I have to tell you, I think that I personally feel like a walking example of all of the reasons why you should not try to do things yourself, or, why our ADHD kicks in and makes us think that we are freaking geniuses and can do things that is probably better to be hired out or to leave to the professionals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've made a lot of bad decisions lately that have cost me extra money, and I'm focused on that. Like, I for example, I thought this would be a good idea, but how about buying peel and stick wallpaper from Amazon?
Hey,
that
now.
Did not turn out to actually be the very best decision I ever made. And if I had just gone to the wallpaper store and picked out a good wallpaper and had somebody do it correctly, I wouldn't have jacked up wallpaper in my bathroom after I spent a jillion dollars remodeling my bathroom. And now I have the jankiest wallpaper.
Wait a minute. You did that too? Because I went Temu and got that really pretty wallpaper stuff in my living room that is literally falling off the wall because I didn't do it right.
Mine, I actually hired somebody to do it, and it came in a roll, but I guess it's like not like the rolls are not designed to match up, I guess, and so that part I had no understanding about, and so my wallpaper is installed that it doesn't match up, and it's driving me absolutely nuts because I look at it every time and I think, I was just trying to save a few bucks. Mm-hmm. I was just trying to save a few bucks, and this is what happens. Not only do I'm gonna have to do it again at some point, or just live with it looking totally janky, right? So it's gonna cost me more, and I actually paid somebody to install it. And if I bought the right paper, it would have been a good investment. I wasted money all around.
Well, it's going to drive you nuts to the point where you do it again, or you figure something out, because I do that. I went and bought the exact same wallpaper because I have to have that wallpaper, and it's sitting in here somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but one of these days I'm going to get up there and I'm going to skim coat my entire living room. I'm never going to do this. I'll never pay somebody because I'm poor. And that's also why we can't have nice things.
Listen, I'm gonna say something controversial. Okay, speaking of DIY, things I've tried to DIY and 100% should not have. This is gonna trigger you, I bet. Things I have tried to DIY and 100% should not try to do that. Growing my own food. Do you know how much money I have spent in the little Jiffy pots and starting everything from seed, or going to the store and buying all of the tomato plants, buying the soil and buying the things and buying the perfect little trellis for the tomato plants. I even have these things called earth boxes that water from underneath, and you put the nutrients in the middle. And I got to tell you, I spend so much money every year about this time getting stuff up and running. And here's the kicker. I don't even like tomatoes. Like, why am I doing this? I'm growing tomatoes and I'm saying I'm going to make salsa, and I never do. And I cannot sustain my family off of these fruits and vegetables that I'm trying to grow in a container in my driveway, because as usual, I have not put all the work into doing what I would need to do a raised bed and to block it out and to do the different things and put the things in that I like. No. I have to fast track it. Controversial. What do you think?
Well, so yes. I mean, here's the thing though. Like, I can do it all myself. Obviously, I can DIY anything. I'm not paying anybody. I'm not buying extra things. I'm not going to spend the money at the nursery. I'm going to get the little seeds. I'm going to stick them in the dirt. I'm going to grow them. It's going to be great. And I mean, I can grow a mean starter, and then I don't care after like 6 weeks. And so I have dead or dying plants everywhere. And that is me being a homesteader farmer lady. Yeah. I'm tired of it already. I don't want to look at it. So I literally have thousands of plants all around my property right now. I went to the auction and I bought more plants to replace the plants I killed. So, I should have just...
This is what I'm saying.
I should have just done that in the beginning and saved myself all of that time. It's a problem. It is a big problem. I even rented this I had to do because I wasn't paying somebody to till my field. I was not paying the guy that doesn't do the job that I know I could do better. Never having been on a tractor in my life. Well, that's not true. Never having run the tractor in my life. So I tell Jeremy,
figure it out.
Well, yeah, it's buttons. Who cares? Pedals.
Drive stick.
Exactly. I could drive stick. Exactly. So I tell Jeremy, my husband, I'm like, hey, I need a tractor. And he said, God, how much is this going to cost me? And I chuckled and I said, well, I found a place that'll bring me a tractor, let me use it for a day and take it back for $350. And he said, okay, fine.
Let me please stop you for a moment. How much does it cost to have someone else come in and do it?
That depends. If you can find someone around here. The guy that I used charged like $150 last time, and he did a shit job. Okay. Like, it was
you're going to pay twice as much to do it yourself. I love it. This is exactly why we have this episode.
Right. I mean, I actually had to have him come back twice last year to redo it. And I knew if I have to have him break ground, he charges me more because it's harder on your tractor. Right. So I thought, I do this myself. I can make the garden as big as I want. I can till it as much as I want, and it'll be great. And I did a damn good job. My garden is as smooth as a baby's butt. Problem is it's way bigger than it should be. I added probably... I don't even want to talk about it. I don't know how I'm going to fill all that space, but I was like, as I'm on the tractor, just I'm like, this would be a great pumpkin or a great sunflower patch for the kids. I'll till this up. And this is going to be a great pumpkin patch. I'll cut this up. There's little I did the right thing getting the tractor. I needed somebody out there like smacking me with a roller. Don't go out of these lines because my garden's already huge enough.
Now, this is where my brain goes, okay? My brain goes to, if you have successfully figured out how to rent the tractor, where to do it, and how to do it, and how to do it correctly, sounds like you got your new side gig, girl. Why aren't you advertising advertising, I'll come and till your garden and I'll do it right. You won't have to pay. You won't have to bring me back 3 times. I'll do it right the first time. And then you can make some money.
Well, I would need the tractor.
Yeah, but you got to rent. I mean, you got to figure it into your business model.
But here's the thing. If I rent the tractor for one day or a weekend, it's 8 hours of use because they time tractors by hours.
Right.
Plus insurance, plus, because, you know, if you break it, you got to fix it. And the gas, which is actually diesel. It's a whole thing. That's $350. I could do it for a weekend or a day, same price. Mm-hmm. The problem is I would need a trailer to haul it because they take their trailer back. And I would need to at least till 3 gardens. And how long it took me to do my massive garden, I was on the tractor all day.
Well, that's because it's the learning curve, Kristen. You will get faster as it goes along. I'm just trying to come up with ideas because, you know, I'm super impressed that you were able to do it. But you also, you know, you've also now got more space that you have to plant, and that's going to be costly. So you're going to have to earn some money so you can buy some more pumpkin seeds.
Well, the real answer to this is I need like $10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all. I need maybe 15 for a new tractor. Used tractor. I don't care. As long as it has the pieces, parts I need, I'm good. I'm golden. So that's my main issue at this moment. But as far as seeds, I do not need to spend another dime because through all of my affiliate work on TikTok Shop, I have probably 500,000 seeds in my house.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go off on a quick tangent here. Just say to you that a very good friend of our family, their family has some farmland, and they are doing a little sunflower garden in honor of my daughter.
Aww.
And I mention that because if you have any sunflower seeds, I bet we could use some. So if you find some in all of your TikTok affiliate stuff, you let me know.
So that brings us to another things I should have maybe not done, but did anyway.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
So when I'm in my field, my garden,
manic mode,
I get brilliant ideas. This is part of that ADHD thing. We know this.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I could go for days talking about these, but last year I was feeding my chicken sunflower seeds, and I thought to myself, what if, because I plant a sunflower field type thing, what if I make a border around my property? Because we have mice, we have wild birds, we have all that stuff. It's a farm. And it will detract or deter all of the wild things and my chickens from my main garden. And I'll plant a sunflower fence. And they can eat those seeds and I won't care. But then it became this whole huge, brilliant idea to actually make a fence out of sunflowers.
Oh boy.
So I threw...
Is it harder than it sounds?
It is when you don't have just dirt and it's a drought season and you don't water it. And instead of, 6 to 8 foot sunflowers, you have sunflowers that are this big, like 6 inches to 8 inches. Mm-hmm. It was kind of funny. It was a learning experience. I did waste about...
Your sunflower wall fence ended up being like 8 centimeters high.
Yeah, it was and it was real patchy. The seeds that mainly grew.
So the animals just walked right. They're like, oh, hey, there's some little shrubbery here right in front of the lettuce. Let me go walk by this shrubbery to the lettuce. I see.
Yeah, I mean,
this is an example. This is it. The things that we think in our mind. I mean, I can imagine the wall that you had planned around.
It was beautiful,
and it was brilliant the way it was going to deter those animals.
But now this is the next problem. This is the bigger problem. This year, I'm like, this time I'm going to do it right. My husband's like, you wasted how much money on birds? I'm like, I fed the animals. I didn't waste. There was not a waste in sight. Okay. No. Now my pigs are going around the fence, digging up around the fence, which is helping me give me dirt. Listen, I've got a plan. I've also
Okay.
invested in like 3 more hoses so I can reach the back. Because I'm bound and determined to do this, to prove TikTok wrong. So they said I can't do it.
I hear you. I hear you. I was going through my Amazon history the other day because I was looking for something that a friend of mine, it was a phone case that I have, and I was looking for the phone case in my previous orders because I've ordered it a couple times. And going through your Amazon history is really eye-opening. It is a humble experience, and I know that, I know we all have a love-hate relationship right now with Amazon, but I don't hate it that much because my book is available on Amazon.
Hey.
So I can't really knock them too much. But
we hate it except for Adrienne's book. That's available now.
Thank you. But going through my Amazon history over the last couple of years, I'm reminded, I did a bunch of videos, several videos within a short couple of months' time because I lost they're right here. I lost my Shocks headphones that I used to run with.
Okay.
This is my 4th pair within like 9 months. And I went back and they were priced at like $129. Like I'm a dummy. This is the 4th set. I don't know why I keep losing them. Somehow I have managed to keep track of the 4th pair. I don't know why. Finally, the 4th one I'm able to hang on to, but I lose stuff all the time, every day. Important, valuable stuff. I cannot be trusted with important things, Kristen. I can't.
Neither can I. So I have a great example of I cannot be trusted. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, but back, long time ago, when my husband and I were first-ish married, we had one bank account, one debit card. I would take him to work because he didn't drive, or maybe he did, or we just had one car. I don't remember. And he would give me the card.
Wait. You don't remember whether or not your husband had the ability to drive or if he needed a ride?
I don't remember. Life is crazy. I don't remember.
Fair enough.
Mainly, I don't remember if we had more than one car. That would have been the biggest thing. But I had probably taken him to work and gone to work myself or something, but I had our debit card and I was going to the grocery store, and I don't even remember. This is 20 friggin' years ago. Okay. And I get to wherever I was going for whatever I was getting, and I can't find the card. And I'm like, he gave it to me. And then we didn't have cell phones either because we were poor. And I'm like, what the hell where's my card? Where is our bank card? I'm in the parking lot of this place, ripping my car apart, literally throwing things apart. And my car at the time, and probably now, not necessarily the cleanest, because I'm just like, I'll remember that later. So I'm literally stuff everywhere. I could not find my card, and I went into full meltdown mode because I needed whatever I was getting.
Sure.
Couldn't find it. Didn't find it. Picked him up from work, and he's like, oh, look in the morning. We're okay right now. Next morning, he was gathering stuff up for laundry or something because he was getting ready to do laundry. He's like, the bank card was in your back pocket the entire time. And that is why I have to carry some sort of wallet, purse. But even then, my cards get lost. I had a debit card 2 years ago. I couldn't find it. Went to the bank. I was like, screw it. They gave me a new one right away. Just this past January, I was going through one of my Carhartts and I found it on the inside pocket. I don't know why it was there. Still have no idea.
I haven't had a debit card to my own bank account for 3 years now because I lost it so many times. I have managed to keep the debit card to my husband and I's joint account. So all I do is move money around, and I just use that one because it's the only one I have not lost. I was in Jamaica on vacation with my husband earlier this year, and I thought that I had lost my main credit card that I brought down there, and I had panic called, my credit card company from Jamaica to have it cut off and have a new one sent to me. and then found it an hour later.
Oh my God, I've done that.
That's the kind of stuff that I mean, like we are 2 peas in a pod, but I mean, the biggest concern usually with me traveling without my husband is what I'm going to lose. Credit cards, passport, keys. If you give me a key to a hotel room, I will lose it in 18 minutes. 18 minutes, even though it will only be in one of 3 places. In my back pocket, in my wallet, or sitting on the counter in the room. It's going to be one of those 3 places, but I will still lose it. Lose it. I don't know why. It is so easy to just let things fall through my fingers that are valuable and important and necessary in life.
Well, how about car keys? Because I lose car keys like nobody's business. Now, my car is push button now. So my husband has a really bad habit of leaving my keys in my car. And then I panic because I don't know where my keys are. It's a whole thing. But I have lost keys to cars. And then we've gotten rid of the car, sold it, junked it, whatever. And 15 years later, I'm like, what the hell is this key to? And I have keys to probably every single car I've ever owned. That's a lot of keys. I have keys on my key ring that I have no idea what they're for. I could probably, I really have no idea. It's a problem.
When I was a big fancy lawyer in an actual law firm, we had multiple offices, and it was just well known that we had to have a keypad entry because I would lose the key. I had been giving keys so many times to all the different offices, and I would just absolutely lose them. Now, what I do with car keys, I also have a push button start. So I'm one of those people who have, like, it is the biggest car key, you know, it's got a big long strap on it. It's got some junky things on it that are bright colored so that I cannot lose it. And I have an Apple AirTag on it as well. I have an Apple AirTag on it. I have Apple AirTags on the primary remotes for our televisions because I will lose those. And these are the things that I do. But the car keys are just so big, and they you know, I set them in my car when I'm driving. They're in my purse. They really never go anywhere other than my car, my purse, and my purse. I just have to always know where that thing is. That's my lifeline. If I lose that, I'm screwed.
Well, that's the other problem. If my husband didn't have my car right now, I would show you I have the big giant long lanyard. I have keys galore. I have weird tchotchkes so I don't lose it. And you know what? Still lose it. Doesn't matter. I lose it inside of my purse. Like, just, I don't even.
What about your kids, your family? Are they like you? Are they better? Are they worse? I mean, give me some idea. I mean, like, are they also, you know, rolling through expensive, sentimental things, new things, losing them like we do?
So my husband, no. And I think Scott's probably like Jeremy in the fact that he's very, very meticulous on where things are. He knows where things are, that he puts the, like, he's very.
It's so aggravating.
It's so aggravating.
So aggravating to be around people who know where everything is.
Yeah, but in my chaos, okay, we see my case. I know your office is lovely and brilliant behind you. Mine is freaking nuts. If he were to walk into this room, if I said, whatever you're looking for is under this, over here, behind this, turn it upside down, flip it over, whatever, it's right there. I know where it is.
Yeah.
He would come in here and he would move one thing and my whole world would be turned upside down because he did it wrong.
Absolutely.
But like, I know where all of his crap is. Like, I don't have any underwear. Yes, you do. There's 4 pairs at the bottom of that basket. Just move all the clothes and, you know, whatever.
Right underneath the t-shirts because it goes in order. It goes socks, underwear, t-shirts, shorts, and then your fancier clothes come to the top so you can hang them up when you get them to where they're going to go if you ever eventually do that. But mostly they just stay in the basket, and you know the top layer is the clean clothes, the fancy clothes. The middle layer is going to be like your pajamas and your t-shirts and your whatnots, and the very bottom's always going to be underwear and socks. I mean, that's how it is, right?
So poor people and bougie lawyers do the same laundry trick. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And it apparently has nothing to do with your socioeconomic status. It has to do everything with your ADHD, decision paralysis, and
Mm-hmm.
inability to find the dopamine to get those things onto the
Mm-hmm.
hangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or
for
get
sure.
like the pile of laundry off the bedroom floor. Because the 14 baskets that are there that have clean clothes in them, you don't want to put them away because you know where everything is. Anyway, yeah. So my kids, my 11-year-old, I can say, please go find this or get this. Where's your sister's sippy cup? She will walk around in a circle. She'll look. She'll go to another room and look. If it's not right, like glaringly right there, no, can't find it. Can't find it. And then I walk into a room and I like lift the blanket the baby was sleeping under. And I'm like, it's right here. Oh, I didn't look there. No shit, Sherlock. But like she has certain things that she's like, if she's like obsessing over something, she's got ADHD. If it's like her hyperfixation at the moment, she knows where everything for that specific thing is right now.
Right.
But if I'm like, hey, where's that library book? Oh shit, the library. Crap, I'm supposed to. Oh, see, right now,
See?
library.
See?
Where are your library books? I don't really know that question. I don't know how to answer that. So my 11-year-old is me, ADHD. My 3-year-old, I could, hey, go pick this up, put this there, and go find this. And she's like, bing, 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 bing.
Oh, she's a bit more linear thinking. That's a good thing. We need people like that in this world.
Yeah, it just drives me nuts when my 3-year-old can find things faster than I can.
When I told you I was going through my Amazon history, and I was laughing at the ridiculousness of some of the things that I've purchased along the way. And I just have to tell you that I stopped specifically when last year when we had the eclipse. Remember the eclipse?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we happened to be in that narrow zone where we experienced the full eclipse.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like people came from all over the states to come to our general area in this swath. So it was a pretty big deal, and we live on the lake, and so it was kind of cool. Well, apparently I did not trust the little paper glasses that they were handing out at all of the restaurants and stuff. Oh no. I had to provide for my family like welder glasses for everybody. And of course, we get the welder's glasses. They're uncomfortable, they're weird, they don't really work, and we all end up with the paper things on, and I end up with like 10 pairs of welder glasses that nobody can use because nobody welds. And so I donated them, and I'm not even sure that anybody at Goodwill is going to be able to use them for anything. But I hope they do. But I mean, that's the kind of stupid stuff that I find myself doing. And it was a brilliant idea in the moment. You know, it was a brilliant idea in the moment. Much like the $400 that I spent on health food supplements because I read a book that day, and I got all these supplements and couldn't find the book. I couldn't remember all the reasons why I had bought the Calendria flowers, and I have all this stuff. I don't even know what to do with it because at the end of the day, I'm really just like an amoeba. I just do the same thing over and over every day anyway. I don't know why bringing something like that in my life would have thought that I would have been doing it.
Oh, right. No, I am really bad. Like if I see something, like we have this, it's disgusting. I don't even remember why I get the things. I see the ads because I am easily influenced, obviously. I see the ads and they're like, it gave me energy and it solved this problem and it did that. And I'm like, I am ordering that because I can't remember anything. And I get it. And I'm like, why the hell did I buy this? What was it? What is this benefiting me? How is this benefiting me? And then I'll try it and it's disgusting and I never touch it again. Oh, she legit honey.
What was I thinking when I bought this? She legit honey?
Yeah, it's disgusting. Don't, no, okay. Thank you.
I mean, I didn't even know honey could be disgusting. I mean, I thought honey was delicious in all forms. I mean, it's honey, for God's sakes.
This is like, and I don't know that it's really honey. I think maybe they just market it as honey. I don't know. That's not it. It tastes like tar.
It's like a bastardized form of honey.
I think so,
okay.
But like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I don't.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things like I look at that that mud water. I'm sure it's probably really good for you. People are all over, but it's basically like you're basically drinking like mushroom, like not psychedelic mushrooms, but like actual mushroom, like ground up mushroom stew, coffee-ish. I don't know.
No.
I'm sure it's really, really healthy for people, but I don't get it. I'm the type of person that would probably order it in the middle of the night after watching an Instagram thing and then receive it and be like, why did I get this?
Mm-hmm. So,
and then it would be gross. I'd never do it again.
So yeah, precisely. I, again, got TikTok shopped, and it was a free sample. It was a mushroom coffee, and I'm like,
that's what I'm talking about.
I hear the word coffee, and I think coffee. Okay, it's not gonna taste like literal earth. It tasted like dirt.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm pretty sure that's what it would taste like. But I am the kind of person, now that we're talking about more and more, now I feel like I need to try it. Now
okay, I have some.
Okay, good.
I have some. I actually have 4 bags, because the first bag that I said, I'm going to try this and it tastes like dirt. Maybe the second bag doesn't taste like absolute ass. No. Maybe the third variety, maybe it's just those 2 just taste terrible. No. The 4th bag proved to me that all of the mushroom coffee tastes like earth. And I don't like the taste of dirt as often as I play in it. It's disgusting.
May I ask you, did you buy all 4 of the varieties at the same time? Or
Hell
did
no.
you buy them 4 different times?
4 different times.
So I think this goes into the oops, I did it again category. I've done this, it didn't work, but I'm going to try it again to see if it works differently. And that in and of itself is a problem I deal with too.
That's my life.
That too. Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, I yesterday, and I talked to you before I did it, hoping you would talk me out of this. And you did not. Because
it really
I came
depends
at you
on my mood.
I came at you at the economical sense of this instead of the actual work of this. I have a friend who works at the local farm store, and they got way too many chickens, way too many birds, after like months and months of being not able to get anything. And everybody wanted chickens. Not everybody wants them now. Everybody's busy. It's summertime.
There's a glut.
Yep. So she said, come. And I was like, no, maybe. Okay, yeah, sure. And at first she was offering me one price. And then I was like, I'm not paying that much for them. Even, I don't care. And so she offered them to me for $0.25 apiece. And I was like, I still don't want to go. And I decided on a whim at 11 o'clock yesterday morning, I was going to pack up my child, go to the store, and we were going to buy 20 baby chicks. And instead, we walked out with 60.
Yes, but when you notified me about this, you did break down the financial picture for me, and I analyzed the finances, and I too agreed that you could not say no to this deal.
Right. Because
you
realistically,
couldn't say no to this deal because it is a good deal.
It is, because usually baby chicks are like $4 to $6 a piece, depending. And I could hatch my own. However, it takes 21 days. This is instant gratification.
Yeah.
And, in 3 to 4 months, 4-ish months, I'm going to have 60 hens laying eggs, which means money. And I could sell some of the... Yes, I'm talking myself back into this, but I'm realizing it was a terrible idea. I have one baby chick in with my turkeys right now because she got trampled because they all got too cold. So I'm trying to save her life. It's a whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That part you didn't explain to me. I mean, I'm just thinking if they normally cost $4 to $6 each, and you were being offered like 50 cents each, of course it's a good deal if you can manage, if you're a chicken person. Like,
You're
it's
right.
not a good deal for even I would consider it, because I'm an idiot, and I would think to myself, okay, well, maybe it is worth it if I'm saving $220 on the original price. I can take that $220 and put it into a chicken coop. And I too could have my own my plethora of eggs that I could too sell, except that I live in a suburb and nobody will let me. But I mean, it's a good financial decision. So when you're going to bring me financial choices, no, I'm going to tell you when I think it's crazy, but I'm also going to tell you when I'm like, damn, that's a good deal. You need those 60 chickens.
I think that's why I brought this to you, knowing if I said this to my husband, he'd have been like, no, absolutely not. Because how much does it cost to feed them? My answer is that's a negligible answer. This is totally a different project. So it doesn't compute. No, doesn't work for me. Okay.
In my defense, and because I hope Jeremy listens to our podcast periodically, I want him to know that he and I are not on, we are not unaligned here, okay? I want you to make good, healthy, safe choices for you and your family, but I also see the benefit financially in some. But I don't want him to think that I am encouraging your irresponsibility, because I honestly don't know where the line is sometimes.
I have actually, well, yeah, that's it. It's the blind leading the blind. But I mean, I have reached my chicken limit. I am done for the moment. But what's funny is when he came home last night from work, I said, I never told you how many chickens I brought, did I? And he goes, no. And I was like, okay. And I walked away. I didn't tell him. And I walked back in and he's like, so how many chickens are we up to? And I was like, somewhere around 100. And he's like, cool. Because I love telling people how many chickens we have and seeing their faces. And it cracked me up that was his response. Not, are you kidding me? Like 100 chickens? How the hell are we going to do this? It was, yes, I get to shock people at work with this, because he works on, in the inner city of Cleveland. So it's
just to clarify, you already had 40 chickens before he went?
Yes.
Because I didn't know you had 40 of them already. I thought you had like 5 or maybe 10 at the most. 8 maybe? Like, I see him in the rafters of your, where are they gonna all hang out? Because you have trouble keeping, apparently, the 40 that you've got together. I'm like, wait a second. You already have 40 of those mother truckers? Oh boy.
So
I don't think I would have encouraged you to buy 60 of them if I knew you already had 40. My bad, Jeremy, my bad. I owe you one.
So I have the coop that they are all currently in right now. And then when they're big enough, I will probably build the run that I got them last year that never got built before the winter happened. And they'll all some move into the chicken coop, but I might need another chicken coop.
I am positive that chicken coop will be built on time and ready to receive those chickens as they're aging up. I'm sure all of this will be done exactly how you're imagining it. I believe that. I do. I believe that for you.
Just like the pig pens that I've got 6 pigs and I need 2 per pen. And every time I think about how I need to separate them, I get distracted by chickens or something. And it's a lot of physical labor, man. I don't want to do it. So my pigs
you're in the I thought this would be a good idea, but category right now with your 60 chicks that I encouraged you to get like yesterday.
Yeah.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the pigs.
Well, I will say that I thought this would be a good thing. As well as my plants, right? You can see I've got a couple here. What you can't see is apparently I'm a plant hoarder now. They're everywhere. But my problem is now I've got all these plants. Like I went in hard last year. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I went into my plant era. I mean, I'm talking indoor plants, pothos, your peace lilies, your succulents and your monsteras and
Oh,
your I don't know, Chinese money plants and your snake plants, right? Oh yeah.
I should have got you succulents down at the auction. I could have
Yes.
gotten them for like $1 a piece.
This is what I'm saying.
Damn
This
it.
is what I'm saying. But
Sorry.
here's the problem. Even if you did, I would probably take fairly decent care of them. I'm actually quite shocked that I'm able to keep most of this stuff alive. But the problem is that they're going to get so big and grown and I won't know what to do with them, and they're just going to take over because I don't have the heart to cut any of them. I don't know what to do. So that's what happens to me. I have look, this one is growing up. I don't know how to get them out of pots. I don't know when to do that. I don't know how big the pot should be. I got in too deep. Kristen.
So,
There's too much to do. I don't know where to begin.
so what you're saying is I need to ignore all of my responsibilities and drive to your house and help you with those plants. When in reality, we probably won't do anything with the plants. We'll just sit and BS all day like we did last time.
That's true. That's probably absolutely
But,
true. And I would probably drink wine while we did it.
Of course. I would just eat snacks. Cause you give out good snacks.
I do love snacks. I love to eat.
It's a good time. That snake plant needs to be potted up. I told you this last time.
Yes, you did. I know. But the point here is that, look, I mean, like, I mean, like, they're everywhere. They're just everywhere. And the point is that I got in too deep. I had imagined all of this beautiful plant joy that I see on Instagram. And I'm surrounded by plant joy, but it's going to strangle me. These plants are going to be like, they're going to be the bane of my existence soon because I'm going to have to do
be
something.
the Little Shop of Horror. Feed me. Feed me. You know, you said Instagram, and I think that's part of our problem. We see these beautiful things on Instagram or on whatever social media, and we're like, I can do that. I can do that so much better than they can.
Because we're ADHD, and we probably could if we went down the rabbit hole. We probably could, but it's going to take us. We're going to figure it out. We're going to do it right, and then we'll feel accomplished, and then we're going to abandon it, and we'll only have done it halfway or only one of the windows when all of them need to be done.
Are you looking at my windows right now? Because I got one window with stained glass stuff on it, and I was like, that looks good, and I walked away.
Yeah, I have one window that we washed yesterday. It didn't wash any of the other ones. So I don't know why I did that. I just did it because I was looking at it and I was like, I bet I should watch some of these other windows. But no, I did not do that.
No.
I just left them.
Window washing is probably the least.
I hate that.
See, I have a tiered list and reasons why certain chores in my house are the worst, and they're almost all of the chores. Window washing doesn't even make the list because I never wash my windows. And I know that sounds terrible, but I've got kids, I've got dogs, I've got cats. I had a cat. We have a bird feeder on one of our windows in the living room. And I was sitting there and I wasn't paying attention. I forgot there was a cat behind my head and I hear boom. And I was like, what the hell just happened? The cat tried to attack a bird through the window and there's a cat face print on my window. It's like a memory now. It needs to stay.
Oh, well, I have to tell you, one thing, I've been doing a lot of traveling lately, and my oops, I did it again. The thing that I just keep buying over and over, and every single time it doesn't work out for me, is travel luggage. And so I went down this rabbit hole where they have these like duffel bags now that you can completely unzip and you can put like clothes in it that hang, and then you zip the whole thing up and then it turns into a duffel bag and you put stuff in it. Oh my God, that looked like a brilliant idea. So I got one before I left for Los Angeles. I'm like, I am not checking any baggage at all. I can wear this on my back and I can bring my personal thing. Well, here's what they don't tell you. A regular, normal 5'5", 50-year-old schlepping it through the Los Angeles airport cannot really comfortably carry everything they need on their back. Like the bag, it had to have been like 40 pounds. And my back hurts so bad just walking from one gate to the other. I clearly needed it to be on wheels. And I did not get the wheeled version, thinking I could wear it on my back. So when I came back from Los Angeles, I went down that rabbit hole again, and I went and got the expensive one off of Instagram that's like $179 that has the little wheels. I am here to tell you that I rated a 2 out of 5, maybe. And by the time I got home, I wanted to throw the goddamn thing in the trash. I will never use these things again. I'm going back to regular luggage, and I'm checking the bag like a normal person. I'm done. I'm done. I can't believe I bought this thing, and then I turned around and bought another one in the space of like 4 weeks, and they all suck, and I've used them, so I can't return them. And
you could probably sell it.
After this episode, nobody's going to buy it. I better get it on Facebook Marketplace before this podcast episode comes out next week.
God, oh my God. That's crazy, man. Like, see, I never would think of that. Like, I obviously don't travel that much. We've talked about this before. I don't travel much. And when...
Yeah, but think of it as like a build-it-yourself chicken coop.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Like, it's a similar concept. I should know better.
Right.
I travel all the time. I should know better, and I should stick with what works instead of getting all fancified in my mind, thinking, "Oh, the newest best thing. This will help me be able to carry more stuff and not have to ever check a bag." That's stupid. I have too much crap. I cannot carry it all with me on the plane.
Well,
that's the end of the story.
Well, I thought you were going to say they made you check it because you packed too much crap. Because I know
I did end up checking it. I ended up checking it because it wasn't working. Because it's soft, and when you put it on the little, and it comes with a separate little handle thing with wheels, so it sits on it, but it flops from side to side. And then I was like, screw this. None of this works anymore. I'm checking the bags. Because I was flying Delta, and I'm a Delta card holder, so I could check 2 bags anyway. Why was I going through this crazy process? I don't know, Kristen. I made it all harder on myself. I spent all this money, and I had plenty of suitcases down in the basement, and I ended up using one of them anyway. It was stupid.
But it's a lesson learned.
So many lessons. So many lessons learned.
I feel like maybe that's our lot in life, is we have to learn all of these lessons ourselves in order for other people to be like, wow, I really don't want to be like them. Like that's...
I really don't need that travel bag. I should stick with the luggage I have got. Yeah. I think I've got a good way to start to wind this episode down. Okay. We're gonna go through a few of these. I'm gonna give you the line. This is why I can't be trusted with blank. You're going to fill in the blank. We'll go back and forth a couple of times and see what we come up with. All right?
God. Okay.
All right. You want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is why I can't be trusted with what?
A Saturday with no plans.
Have you ever had one of those?
Listen, when I don't have plans, I walk around in circles. I walk in circles. I literally will walk in circles around my house, wondering what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I just walk around. And I will do a little bit of nothing. Like, I won't just be like, okay, I have this whole day. Why don't I tackle the closet? Oh, no. I'm like, I have this whole day. I'll go get all the extra hangers out of the closet, put it in the other closet, and that I will take care of that. And then I'll go do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. And I think I'm going to do little bits of things. And then I really just stop and open a beer along the way. Or I start, scrolling, or I go for a walk and the sun is shining. And I waste my time in ways that are not, like, I wish I would have wasted it enjoying it. Like, I wish I would have just said, I'm watching a movie and I don't give a crap.
Right.
But no, I can't. Like, if I don't have plans, I will be bereft and walk in circles.
You know, I can see that. I will sit and scroll.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, like, if I don't have, but also if I have things to do, I also will sit and scroll until the last second.
That's a
And
good point. That's a good point. But I definitely need something on there. That's my ADHD, man. I need that.
yeah.
I need that dopamine push.
Hmm.
So this is why you can't. Why can't you? This is why you can't be trusted with blank. It doesn't have to be time. Obviously, it can be things.
Fresh produce.
Oh, girl.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people are gonna feel you on that one. And
Like,
I am impressed that you as the homesteader are willing to admit that.
it's a blessing and a curse. See, I in my head think we need 47 pounds of rhubarb. In reality, I haven't eaten anything with rhubarb in probably 12 years. It's one mother loving pie. And I have enough rhubarb from the last 2 years in my freezer. And this is only fresh on my mind because I just brought home probably 25 pounds of rhubarb from the auction. I don't even want to talk about it. And I haven't done anything with it. It's sitting in my kitchen ready for me to do what I need to do. I also bought bags of rhubarb that was already clean, cut, and packaged to go in the freezer.
What is this rhubarb fascination you got? The only thing you make with rhubarb is rhubarb pie, right? How many pies can you make? What else do you make with rhubarb?
I don't know. It was there, man. It was there. And I was like, somebody's got to have it. It's why I can't. Fresh produce. I will buy bananas 47 times in 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be like, where were those bananas? And they're brown. Like, how did that happen? I so
feel you on this.
Cucumbers in the refrigerator. If I buy them at the store, goner. It's good. It's going to turn into that mushy liquidness that's disgusting. Listen, as a farmer, this should not be a problem that I have.
Right.
However,
that's I think that's the shocking part here. I think everybody's going to be like, wow, good to know. And it's good to know that even the homesteader doesn't know what the hell to do with 92 pounds of rhubarb. I mean,
or I ADHD out and I'm like, here's all my rhubarb. Oh, look, there's a lemon. What am I going to do with that? Oh, wait, I'm not going to do that just yet. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go buy 60 mother-loving chickens and I'm going to spend an entire day fixing that problem. Oh, wait, now the lemon is rotten. Shit.
You should have been making a rhubarb pie instead of buying those chickens.
Well, if I had a friend that didn't enable me.
Listen, the financial win is always going to be what I'm looking at here. So, I mean, if it makes sense, that's my problem.
I think that's
why, Kristen, I cannot be trusted with money that is not earmarked for something very specific. If it's earmarked for something specific, then I give it to my husband and say, hey, save this for the taxes. Hey, save this for the insurance payment that's coming. But if I don't have any earmark, money will go through my fingers like sands through the time.
Yes, me too. Same. Yep.
I think we both know we can't be trusted with money. I think that's kind of why we're doing this podcast.
That's really, and somebody asked me the other day, hey, so what's your podcast about? And I was like, everything, but also probably don't trust us with money.
Either one of us.
I don't know what to do. And we're talking about finances. Maybe. We're not so smart. All right.
Let me tell you something. We are never going to be the little squirrels with the nuts in the tree come the middle of winter. That's what we have husbands for. That's what their job is, right? But we will have the fun. We will be having fun. We will be doing something crazy with our money. We will be wasting it in a way other people will find delightful and and they will have an inability to turn away from it. But
Oh, yeah.
we're life lesson. We're learning lesson for everybody
Right.
else.
Well, like, okay, so random, just happened to pop into my brain. My 11-year-old is now into that I need to make money thing, right? But she never really had any like interests on how to. She loves art. Art is her passion. Reading is a big thing, but she couldn't figure out how to make money doing that. And then she's got some friends that decided to teach her to make bracelets. And I was like, yes, finally something I did when I was a kid. And so I have thrown my full weight behind her.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I see where this is going.
So we've got the farmer's market coming up in a couple weeks. And yesterday, the baby was asking for something really random, and it was super cute. And I was like, okay, I haven't bought them anything special in a while. Like, I've been really good about not spoiling them. So I bought the baby a little toy, and she's 3 years old. And my 11-year-old, I got her an organization case and a thing of beads and some string because she was asking for more string. That's all she asked for was more string. And I took it 17 layers late.
Of course we do.
So now the question has been asked, can I set up like a little area at your farmer's market to sell my bracelets? Do you know how happy that makes my entrepreneurial
heart?
heart?
To be full. Like all the bells and whistles. Like the joy. Like if this was a cartoon, we would just all see the light and the hearts and the joy.
Exactly.
I absolutely see it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So now I just have to remember to let her father teach her about money. Like how to actually do.
This reminds me about every money-making adventure my children ever undertook in their early days. It specifically reminds me of my daughter, who she and her best friend wanted to start making money early. And so at 11 years old, they were able to babysit. They took the babysitting course and everything, and they started a babysitting business. And of course, I leaned in so hard, Kristen. I leaned in so hard. They were 11 years old. So this was 12 years ago. All right. 12 years ago, I got them the Square, right? They had a cell phone with Square so they could take credit card payments. They had business cards. I was an amateur photographer on the side. I created a website for them. It was called the Sassy Bojangles Babysitting Company. And they my daughter didn't even really like babysitting. Turns out she just liked, the idea of it. And then when I did all these things, it was like, no, I don't think so.
I don't like that anymore. Yeah.
We got the Square, and the cards and the what? So I wasted a lot of money on things for my children that they didn't ever really ask for and that they never really wanted. And that is a reality.
Yeah.
You should have just got her the string. And that's what I've learned after 23 years of raising kids. But even now, I would still go out and buy the beads and the organizer too, because I wouldn't be able to help myself.
I realized as I was doing this, I was like, because I was going to buy like a lot of beads. Like I was going to go full send. And I scaled back. I was like, okay, all right, I'm going to let her figure this out because I know I didn't. This is maybe my problem. I didn't have all that support as a kid. It was, you want to do that, figure it out yourself.
Sure,
and maybe that's shit. I think I've just therapist us. We had to figure ourselves out as kids. Our parents were busy working and making sure we survived.
I don't think there's any question that being Gen Xers and millennials, that we are trying to give our children a life that we didn't have by giving them things because we didn't have time and time with our parents. I think that's a truthful statement. And we turn around and we try to do everything for our kids. We want everything for them to try to make up, because we would have wanted somebody to do that for us. But we wouldn't have needed it in every single area of our lives. It would have been nice if we'd had it here and there maybe
Right.
along the way, but we turn around and we give it all back. And I think we're just trying to figure out the balance in humanity. I think it's totally natural, some of these things that we do. And I also believe that when we add, ADHD into the mix, we just have total chaos can ensue. And
Yes.
that's kind of what makes it kind of fun. I mean, life's a roller coaster, man. We got you and I, the life we're living, we got lots of ups and downs.
We sure do.
Keeps it interesting.
It absolutely does. Oh my God.
Keeps it interesting. Well, on that note, I think we should probably go get some stuff accomplished this week and take some of the things that we've learned. I cannot be trusted with money. We probably need to back off our kids' hobbies and interests and let them figure some more stuff out. And definitely, whatever you do not buy one of those travel suitcases that lays out flat and allows you to hang up clothes in them, because that is your lesson for the week. That is what I have taken away from my experiences recently. And
on my behalf, don't buy too much rhubarb because you really don't need it. And 25-cent chickens sound great until the temperature drops 20 degrees and now you have to go buy more things to keep them warm so they don't just, start popping off as the weather gets cool. But, maybe don't buy 60. Maybe buy 20.
Maybe not. On that note, love you, Jeremy.
Thanks for putting up with us.
All right. Well, let's go tackle the world. Let's go see what we can screw up between now and next week.
Yes, I've got plans.
Hey, I don't, but I know plans will come at me.
All right. Until next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today on High Heels and Hay Bales. If you laughed, learned something, or just had a good time, make sure to follow wherever you listen.
And don't forget, we've got even more for you. Head over to highheelsandhaybales.com and subscribe to our newsletter and Substack for exclusive behind-the-scenes content, bloopers, and tips you didn't even know you needed.
You can also connect with us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Send us your questions, funny stories, or topic ideas, and we'd love to hear from you.
Until next time, stay grounded, stay laughing, and stay out of trouble. Well, mostly.
See you next week.